with a general contractor on this job, just because it's easier to coordinate, and he's got the subs. They wanted to be sustainable. So again, like using concrete, using something that came from a store. I didn't buy something brand new. Everything that's in the store is either fluorescent or the substrates for the woods or renewable lumber. They came from the right lumber source and things like that. The paints, no VOC. When you do retail, typically it's high turnover, so you're always ripping out somebody else's stuff. A lot of waste. And in this case, the floor got ripped up, but we didn't put one back. So we sealed the concrete with the color, and that way nobody else will have to put something in a landfill. And there's also a dog store, so it'll be really clean. A lot of juggling. Hang on. The architect left the bathroom door here, and so the customers see people coming out the bathroom. So they had to move that, and then the walls, the curvy walls are supposed to mimic pregnancy. Seating, of course, because when you're pregnant, sit down all the time. Yeah, what else? The lighting, the chandelier. That was a good deal, good find. We spaced these apart so that if they want to add storage, we just take off the tops and then we have somebody make these again and slide it in. So there's spaces, because originally they were like looking for whole walls and stuff, and it was like too heavy. 2 cars. Yeah, it would have been too heavy and too much. So there's, in between is artwork and just simple display. 4 internships. When I was in as a student, I made sure I did residential, commercial, retail, and office, whatever, like dealership. Well, when I graduated, the dealership offered me the most money. All that debt. What I liked about being a dealership designer is that we were at the end of the line. As much as the furniture people want to be brought in early so they can put in their 2 cents and all, we would get a block plan from a designer with the walls and everything else, and they would tell us we want to put in 10 cubes, 100 cubes. Well, inevitably, many times the designers would consider things like the panel creep, where the thickness of the panel adds up over time to not inches but feet. There's not enough egress once you've done that. A lot of issues there. So I learned a lot about codes. Dealership design was fun, but it wasn't like the creative outlet that I needed. And when I was at the gym, people ask me, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm doing interior design. Oh, can you help me? Well, sure, I'm not going to pass it up. So I would just start doing stuff on the side for people. My first job on the side was an addition. And then I ran into a builder who got me hooked up with the builder that I did the art studio for. And so by just talking to people, it's kind of snowballed. I was traveling for ASID, and at the time I was chapter president of our state chapter. Fairly soon after, it was like 2002. So we were doing conferences. So we were, it was just a good time, and still having a good time. I'm still trying to kind of stay laid back and have fun with the people that I work for, and not trying to be such into my business that I'm so worried, I'm so worried about my bottom line that I can't have fun and we can't be a little flexible. As the kids get older and go to school, it'd be nice to be able to be busier, but I tend to fill up my time a lot with volunteer work too.